Gary did his in a 10-to-1 structure. Matt decided not to do that,
No.
so
Red
he's
Pill.
doing it sort of autobiographical. This is the time, if you've ever sat there after you've listened to one of our ordinary podcasts and go, who is the man behind the Northern Voice? This is the time we find that out.
And indeed up.
Yeah, who
right.
is the man behind the So I have to ask you the same question I asked Gary before he started his list. Lots of people watch TV, lots of people love TV. Why are you somebody who watches it and then talks about it like this?
I think, all three of us sort of look at it in a different dimension, in more of a sort of, a lot of people just watch it, entertainment value, nothing more. I think we analyse it more, analyse the acting, analyse when it's on and things like that. And I think from about 10 years ago, I realised that I was someone who did that and sort of started, writing about it. I've almost been writing about it now for about 10 years. And obviously the podcasting came as a result of writing it, once we got in contact and found out we had similar tastes and things like that. You really haven't influenced my... I think this...
No, I really don't feel like I have. Because at first I thought I know what...
because I watch everything, more or less. Basically, some things on this list, it's not informed by everything. I haven't watched a lot of the big dramas. I've never really watched Breaking Bad, Sopranos. There are some big names on this list, but it's when things grab you, I think, that you want to promote them. Like we were talking last time about the first series of Broadchurch, that it sort of grabbed us all at the same time. I mean, I've loved telly since I was little. I mean, comedy was first for me. I think I had quite a lenient childhood in that I was allowed to stay up till 10, half 10 to watch some of the more risque comedies.
Terrible sloppy parenting.
Yeah, sloppy
maybe.
parenting. I'm not saying like when I was 8. Say like when I was sort of
4.
11 or 12 and was allowed to watch sort of Harry Enfield, Fast Show, Men Behaving Badly, things like that. Things maybe Father Ted. So you're looking around. What would I have been in like 90? I was 11 or 12 in 95 when sort of stuff like Father Ted and Men Behaving Badly.
But when you watch stuff like Father Ted and Men Behaving Badly, which I also would consider, I'm staying up to watch this.
Yeah.
When you watch it now, you realise it was not at all.
I mean, Father Ted wasn't risque. Men Behaving Badly was quite risque. I would say probably for 11-year-old watching that and not understanding everything. I mean, there are some juvenile elements to it, but and I mean, Drop the Dead Donkey, I think I watched when that was probably around the same time, and I probably didn't get all the gags because it was quite topic. And Spitting Image.
You don't get all of my gags though, do you? Really?
Yeah, and Spitting Image, I must have been 10 or 11 when I started watching that. So a lot of those comedies, I think I was watching before. I'd reference them, and maybe like 1 or 2 people in the class would get them. But I think I was allowed to stay up and watch things maybe.
You're the only one of us who is also a bit of a film buff. Like, I will research films and watch them based upon what I've heard
I've got a degree in film studies. I've got
How's that working out at the post office?
I did not know that.
Yeah, my degree is in English and film studies. I never completed it, but I did start a master's in film studies as well. So I think it was films first. So while I was doing my degree, I watched a bit of telly, but I think it was post sort of 2004 maybe that I started getting into TV more. And
well, I think that to be fair to you, there was a shift as well in TV at that time. I mean, nobody of our age is going to be sitting at home raving about Inspector Lindley, are they? And Judge John Deed and all the things.
Oh well, you haven't seen the list yet.
I know. Well, I don't want to spoil it for anyone.
The things with this list were, first of all, I wanted it to sort of reflect where my influences came from in terms of drama, what sort of impacted on me, sort of going through the years. Another thing is I wanted to make it sort of as diverse as possible, and obviously as well, this is something where we're saying repeat value, so you could watch it over and over again if you're on the.
How many of these have you gone back to again?
I've only got 4 of these on DVD at the moment, so.
Interesting.
So actually, your Desert Island DVDs won't be as many.
I'll tell you why I don't go back and watch as much stuff is because there's always stuff to watch.
There's always something on. Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably comedies that you go back to watch more because they're shorter, and you just watch one, can't you? I mean, switched on an episode of Frasier the other morning, just because you know it, and because if you watch a drama, then you might go on and watch another episode, and if you've only got a certain amount of time,